I'm going to speak to you today about Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a diagnosis, is a medical diagnosis. We doctors are trained to do basically two things, no matter what our specialty is. We are taught to give a diagnosis, which is just a name to the symptoms or disease that the person has, and a treatment. And usually this treatment medically is just a chemical pill or surgery. In reality, there are so many more options on how to deal with any symptom or disease. Today I'm going to speak to you about Alzheimer's, or the symptoms of loss of memory, starting with short-term memory that then becomes long-term memory, which is diagnosed as Alzheimer's disease. And I'm going to speak to you about it from the point of view of conscious medicine, which is based on German New Medicine, which sees the specific link between events that we have in our life, important events, how they affect our physical body, our mind and our emotions. It is proved nowadays through very specific medical studies made by doctors, thousands of these studies, that situations where people have short-term memory loss are related to previous experiences where they have lost contact with a very close person to them. They are usually painful situations, difficult situations for the person to deal with, where they get separated from this person for whichever reason, and that they keep inside all these feelings and emotions of pain, sadness that they experience from this separation. What happens is that the body reacts in a way to support us and to try to help us survive these strong situations in life in a way that it has effects in our physical body and in our mind. In our physical body, has been found that when we experience these situations, we slowly start losing sensitivity on the skin. Sometimes there's some parts of the skin, sometimes there's other parts of the skin. And we are simultaneously starting to lose short-term memory. And there's a very specific reason for this. Our body uses this strategy to help us to forget this person fast, in a way to not feel the pain, to overcome the situation as fast as possible. That's why it creates these symptoms: loss of short-term memory and sometimes loss of sensitivity in the skin. When this situation continues and continues, or when a person has many situations like this, many separations, unexpected, and that have affected them strongly inside, this starts creating a repetitive cycle of loss of short-term memory, which after some time the person starts not recognizing people that they know, or start not recognizing common things in life, and then are diagnosed as Alzheimer's disease. Usually what happens is that the common treatment doesn't help the person get healed or cured. It just gives symptomatic treatment. But if we would like to help really that person, we would need to first of all give company to this person, be as close as possible, especially the people who are dear to that person, family members or friends, to have contact again, so that person feels again in contact with the close people for him or for her. And at the same time, if possible, to have really loving and caring interaction with this person, to speak about these specific events where they have experienced pain, when they have separated from somebody. Because if that person is able to express and release whatever has been stored there, then harmony comes back into the brain, into the body, into the mind and the emotions. And then this situation of loss of memory can come back to harmony. In reality, this person needs love, needs presence, needs care, needs contact. And in the common medical system, usually they don't receive this. And once we know this, the person who has been diagnosed with Alzheimer can have a very different outcome. So in my experience with conscious medicine, love is a main factor, the common denominator for healing. In conscious medicine like this case with Alzheimer's, we can really see in detail what creates certain symptoms in the body and what things we can do to support ourselves and others to come back to harmony, to come back to well-being and health.